Hello there, good morning or good day, depending on the time on which you are watching this video. I'm glad to make this video. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dami Banjoko, and I just graduated from the University of Westminster here in the UK. And this video contains information about how I relocated as an international student with my family, and it has been a jolly long ride, and I'm willing to share all of those things that I am willing to share the steps in which I took to get to the UK with my family. Okay, what is my motivation, my why? I was tired and I wanted out. Out of Nigeria situation at that time, because I was stuck in a circle. And well, I would say, let me start by saying my why and my motivation. Number one was my children, and till now it's my motivation, because I wanted the best life for my children. I wanted a quality education. I wanted a wider exposure. And when I got here, I realized that all of these things that I wanted was just a basic thing for them here. And I realized that, oh, I had made the best decision for my life, because there are other benefits in which we are actually enjoying at the moment, which I really, I was happy that I made that decision. And my own number two, like I said, my own career advancement. I was like stuck in a circle back home, and I think I needed to break that circle. And I think that, okay, I wanted to be financially independent also, and that's where the idea of furthering my education came in. There are other ways in which I would have relocated, but I just felt that, okay, education is the key, and those are the things my parents gave me as an inheritance, and I should use it as I should use the best out of it. So I thought about it, and I started the process. What we first did is, I got my children's passport. I made sure that we had our own also, and it's not nearing expiry date, although it might not be. It doesn't mean in some cases, but my children's passport, I had to make sure that we got it. And as soon as I did that, I started looking for schools. I find out I got in touch with a friend here in the UK, who helped me out in most of the things that I did. I didn't do all this on my own. So while we were searching for schools, we applied for about three schools. I think two of them got back to me, and according to the requirement, I settled for the other one, the one I settled it, University of Westminster. So while I was searching, I was arranging my transcript, Nigerian factor. There might be a factor in Nigerian factor, in the sense that the strike and delays here and there, unnecessary delays here, and in fact, so I was arranging my transcript. And at that time, I looked for requirements from different schools. And let us note that for master's program, there are different requirements for different schools, and there are different requirements depending on the course you want to apply. So it's very imperative that you check each requirement. Please check each requirement required, from each schools, and for each course you want to apply for. So I applied for three schools, like I said earlier, and I had to find out each of the requirements. Because University of Westminster was my final was tailored to my requirement, the ones that I have. So I chose University of Westminster. So generally, basic requirements for the UK universities for master's programs are your transcript. Some of the some schools usually take 2-2, second class lower. That's what I had in agric engineering, and that's what I used. Some school takes 2-2, and while some school do not. So that's why I keep saying that you have to check for the requirement, and you have to tailor it to your own advantage. So you also need your personal statement. Your personal statement must include your previous experience, your skills, and why you want to do your masters, and how it's going to affect your career, and how it's going to advance your career. So those people take these things very seriously. In fact, some people actually do another class for personal statement writing, but you can all get all those templates from anywhere if you want. So another one is reference. Some usually take academic reference. That means reference from your school, probably your previous schools. Yes, or I mean the schools in which you studied, where you did your BSc or BTech, or some schools take HND also. So you could go back to your school and request for a reference from your lecturer or from anyone that you deem fit. As for me, I did not give them reference because they did not ask. So I did not do that. So another one is English language skills. Some schools ask you for IELTS academics, but some don't. Some will just take your English language WAEC result, and that is what I used. English language WAEC result that I did in 2000, back here 2000. And as soon as I was able to present that, I collated my document and I applied. So I got the admission, and as soon as you get your admission, you have to pay your first installment. So the first installment, as soon as I put in my first installment, I applied for scholarship. The scholarship was 50% scholarship. It was a 50% scholarship. I was so lucky. I was favored at that time because University of Westminster is not is most university for masters. You have to pay up to £13,000 upward. So you could also look at the schools, whatever school you're applying for, to apply for a scholarship. Some give 2% scholarship, some give 10% scholarship, and so on and so forth. So you have to look in and be ready. So after that, I paid my first installment. I got a CAS, confirmation of acceptance of study, and this is a very important documents that you need to add to your application for your student visa. Also, we need there to get our account funded. So we rallied around the friends that were able to help, and with our own savings, we were able to fund our own account, because you are going to be needing the statement of account for application, just to show that you are able to fend for yourself and for your family when you come into the UK. It is called the maintenance fee. So they have to see the remaining school fees. You have paid some amount in the first installment, the remaining part of the school fees left, and the remaining money that you will use to sorry guys, this boy, go, mommy is making a video. The remaining amount that you're going to pay for your school fees, and the amount that is going to sustain you throughout the stay in case you don't get a job. Although that's not possible, you will always get a job, but they always want you to have it in your account so that you can show that you can take care of yourself. Or if you have a sponsor who is willing to do that for you, you can reach out to your sponsor. TB test is the tuberculosis test. You need the certificates for 4 of you. That's another amount. That's another money investment you have to make. You have to do the first. Well, you have to do four for 4 of you, or 5 of you, or how many people coming with you. You have to do for everybody, and it has to be included for the document. Like I said, you applied for I applied for the visa. I had my cards, I had my bank statement, I had my TB test result, I had my children's birth certificate and my marriage certificate. These are very, very important documents for your student visa application. So within a month of application, because our document was well arranged and was complete, we got our visas, and God, it was God's message. And immediately I bought my tickets. We bought our tickets because I don't want them to change their mind. It was so fast that we started packing our bags and all that. Although I have been able to fit all of this in a video of like 10 to 15 minutes, but it was not so easy like it seems. A lot of funds went into it, and we were grateful for friends and family support. So as soon as we got our visas, um one thing you need to do, very important, is to secure your accommodation before you travel. Because while we were coming, we were novice, and we didn't really know much about UK. We thought we have family there. When we get there, we will get a house. But no, things are different from the way it is in Nigeria. So we have to, that's another thing, that's another topic on its own. So you need to find out around your area and make sure that you get an area close to your school. That's another thing you need to watch out for. Your school and the area, is the rent not too high for a cost of living? So all of those things are something you need to have enough money. Make sure your maintenance fee is still intact so that you have something to spend. Pack very few clothes, because I can count a few times that I've worn my natives. I had to buy other clothes for the children, and new clothes. I mean, thicker ones, because the ones we bought were just not thick enough for them. So also, I like food. I had to take a lot of dry foods. I know that I can't do without for the next 4 months before we get settled and find an African shop and so on. So we had toys, books to engage the children before they got admission into schools. So we had that planned. It's going to be a long ride, I must say, and you have to be ready emotionally for whatever is coming. It's not something you can undo. You can do all things. So, um, mommy, yes, darling, just 1 minute, okay? I'll see you soon, okay? Just 1 more minute. So it's going to be a long ride. Please be prepared emotionally and financially so that we don't get stuck. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this video and make sure you share for me, please. Help your girl. And also, if there's any question you want to ask, please feel free to send me an email, damibanjoko14 at gmail.com. Dami, Dami, Banjoko, Banjoko, 14 at gmail.com. Oh Lord, I got to go now. Thank you so much. Mommy? Mm? Mm. What did I get you? I did you.